Mike's in New Cross. Mike, what would you like to say?
I just phoned up to say that, I had the job and, I lost my job for redundancy, and you try and survive, and then we lost that flat, and then sort of like the marriage broke apart, and I ended up, living like a tiny room, and the money you get just don't cover what you need, and you have to go to food banks, and sometimes I'm living off of like a tin of spaghetti a day or a tin of beans. So there are people out there that really are struggling. It's not fun, and for these people to sit there and say, "I'll go and get a job and do it." I'm out every day looking and searching, and you're trying to do it, but you're angry. You can't do it, and it gets harder and harder. I'm sorry.
That's all right, Mike. Take your time.
It's really tough out there, and to say that the government don't help you, and they don't help you at all when they make it as hard as possible, and you just go and you sit there and you don't know what you're going to do, and you don't know, you've got nothing to eat, and you walk to the cupboard 10, 50 times a day and there's nothing there, it don't change. So don't tell me that I'm taking a piss, because I ain't.
I'm not telling you that, but there are plenty of people queuing up to suggest that you might be. Well, what they would argue is that you've made bad decisions, you have spent money on things you shouldn't have spent it on, that you have perhaps been a little, I don't know what the word would be, foolish in your choices and expenditures, wouldn't they?
Well, when you start off with nothing, when you're getting nothing. You can't do anything with nothing.
If someone was listening to you now and feeling sympathy, but a sympathy, if you will, tinged with curiosity.
I don't want people's sympathy.
You can't help that. You can't help that. You'll get it whether you want to.
I've made no mistakes in my life. I've tried to do it right. I've tried to do everything right as they tell you to. And I thought redundancy and that,
yes,
the pressure that put on us to marriage and everything else, and now you find, when you find yourself, when you once had a job and now you're sitting there and you're out every day looking for just enough money just to buy you a dinner, you're just trying to get by. And I go days sometimes where I can't eat, I don't eat.
People think that the benefit system in this country is adequate, so they will be a little confused.
It's not. It's nowhere near. It's nowhere near. And I haven't got a telly. I've got a tiny little radio, and that's what I've got. I need to buy batteries for that. It's an extravagance for me.
Is there light at the end of the tunnel?
These people think we're out there. People are out there just taking. No, we're not. Some of us are proud. Some of us are proud and trying to get by. But sometimes you have to go to a food bank. You have to. You don't have any choice. But sometimes because you haven't registered, they have to turn you away. I mean, I found myself looking in bins and, how bad's that? Hanging around the back of supermarkets taking stuff that they've thrown away. Yes, I've done that. I have done that. And I'm not proud to admit it either. So don't tell me that what they're giving us is adequate and we've got this and got that. These people in the papers that have spending £1,500 on benefits, I don't know how they do it. It must be, the story has to be made up. It's so fantastic, it has to be made up.
Why do you think people are so keen to believe it and not to believe men like you?
I have no idea. Society baffles me. It really does, the way they react. We spend millions on they phone in millions of X Factor, yet there's people starving. Just 50 pence. They'd rather pay £3 on the to get through X Factor. What is going on?
What are you doing for Christmas, Mike?
What am I doing for Christmas? I'm not doing nothing. Well, I can't do nothing for Christmas. I will just shut the door and listen to the radio. That'd be my Christmas. I don't have anyone. So that's the way it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, mate. I've got nothing to say to you, my friend. If you were here, I'd give you a hug. That's all I've got.
I don't need hugs, James. I just need people to understand. It's not as easy as people think it is. It's not. It's so hard out there. You have no idea. No idea. Look at me. I'm a 35-year-old man, bawling my eyes out on a phone show, recording show. What is, I'm desperate for people to know what it's like.
What do you need most, personally? Forget about the politics and the...
I just need someone to give me a chance, give me a break.
What sort of work were you doing before?
I go to the markets and I sweep up and I put their stalls away for pounds just so I can go and get some tea. You just go get some milk. You just have no idea how tough it is out there.
Can I,
And what the government gives you does not cover it. It doesn't cover it as a single man on my own now. It doesn't cover it.
I don't know if I'm allowed to do this. And can I send you a few quid? Would you mind?
No, absolutely not.
Well, but I knew you were going to say that.
It's
not charity. It's there but for the grace of God, mate.
No, I will not take...